Details. Visit dealsonbuick.com by February 20th.
And we go to Iraq now. Democrats say they are determined to change the president's plan for victory in Iraq. Some say the debate isn't just divisive, it's damaging. Is the argument a part of the democratic process, or is it a boost in the end for our enemies? James Gilmore, the former governor of Virginia, former Republican National Committee chairman as well. P.J. Crowley, a former special assistant to President Clinton for National Security Affairs. And I wanted to have both of you here and welcome to talk about this. And let me start with you, Governor, and ask you, I keep hearing troop surge, but I'm wondering, are we talking about reinforcement?
Well, I think we are. I think there are three things you can do. One, you can follow the Democrats' point of view, which is to withdraw on a timetable, which is exactly the wrong policy, very injurious to the interests of this country. You can stand pat, which I think is demonstrated that we should not do. Instead, you need to follow a third course, and that means we do reinforce our troops. We work to get control of the situation over there. We try to avoid a situation of chaos, which we will be blamed for, and we begin to move ahead in order to get control of that situation. The American people don't expect us to run. They expect us to, in fact, to act decisively in the American interest.
PJ, if the Democrats are requesting this phase out, I'm wondering, when will they tell us more about what their back half plan is? What happens after a pullout?
Well, I think, first of all, I challenge the assumption that the current debate in the United States about Iraq is a Democratic thing versus a Republican thing. What we saw this week in the House of Representatives was a wide-open debate, and there were a lot of views. You know, some Republicans joined Democrats in their expression of displeasure about the troop surge. Over in the Senate, you've got a lot of voices, Chuck Hagel, others on the Republican side who are equally skeptical, that the surge is the right answer. So I don't see this. I see this on institutional grounds between Congress and its role and the chief executive and his role. I don't see this as a political thing.
But, PJ, they are, in the end, hoping to get the troops out at some date certain, even if it's a phased-out withdrawal. And I wonder, you know, Governor, at that point, what happens? Do they get put in a non-combat role? So, you know, for example, they see an insurgent plan an IED. They have to stand back and not do anything? I'm trying to move forward and look at it forward so maybe we can make the best decision now.
Well, I think where the Democrats are wrong on this is by saying that we need to get out, we need to get out on a timetable. You've seen Senator Obama say this, but Senator Obama has very little experience in foreign policy. He's just simply saying what he's hearing, I think, liberal commentators say. You see Senator Clinton, who probably made a reasoned decision at the beginning and now is racing like crazy, trying to say that she wouldn't have done that now, she'd done what she'd done, all that kind of thing. The fact is this: we need to make a principled decision of what is in the best interest of the United States, in the Middle East, and in American foreign policy.
PJ,
and that means that we need to get control of this situation.
Let me let you weigh in then. If you look forward at the situation based on what this non-binding resolution would have done if it had passed in the Senate, what will be the end product? What is it that the Democrats want long-term for Iraq?
Well, again, I got to go back, and I don't want to get drawn into the 2008 election, and I wish Governor Gilmore well in that. I go back into the aspect of Congress right now is beginning to play its constitutional role. It's asking tough questions of the administration. It's setting expectations, understanding what's going on, and it's going to hold the administration to account. I think certainly what happened in the House this week, there with an honest, inclusive, open debate, is certainly preferable to what happened in the Senate, where there was a debate to debate and then nothing actually happened. So I do think what you have here is a situation where, maybe go back to 2004, President Bush said when he was reelected that he'd assemble some political capital. Well, what we saw this week is that the House of Representatives basically took some of that political capital.
All right, you hear the music. I have to wrap it up. I can tell you both, gentlemen, I hear from a lot of military families asking me how there could even be a discussion about sending the troops whatever they need. We'll talk again, and I appreciate you being here.
You should never be worried about a debate, Jamie. It's democracy in action.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Nice to see you. All right. Well.